shall repent.
One more. If it doesn't work, then we'll skip this check.
Accomplished.
Nice. Alright. 9 XP. Let's go. The good thing is today is Thursday, which means tomorrow is the weekend here. So, God willing, if I start streaming around the same time as today, I don't really have a
I didn't?
errands to take care of or anything, which means I can stream for more and try to get as much as possible done. Then after the stream, get into editing mode and try to post some more stuff on YouTube. Again, I haven't checked about the YouTube TOS stuff. Yeah, with the language and the smoking and whatever. Not that I'm promoting any of these things, but they are a part of my habits when playing. And if I get demonetized, that is unfortunate, but is also fine, because the main thing I'm doing with YouTube is to mainly promote the stream, really. So, and for those who are interested in how to do unfair, not that I'm an expert or anything, I am learning as I go, and I'm sharing all I know. But yeah, that's kind of the main goal right now. Some days the chatters bless us with their presence, but so far it is quiet.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Nothing to loot, I think. Your Lordship, the Most Honorable Magnus, the Governor is waiting in her office where she is protected by walls and guards. Would you prefer to meet with her alone or with your entourage? My entourage will come, why not? Got nothing to hide. Your Lordship, accept my abject apologies for the reprehensive stunt that spoiled the reception. Even in my worst nightmares I could never had imagined. And she got interrupted. Your local fuss is of no concern to me. I am in urgent need of provisions from Janice. Reprehensible stunt. I thought firing at moving targets was part of the ceremony. The woman standing next to Vistenza laughs delicately, but after a sharp, sidelong look from the Governor, she resumes her air of deferential sorrow. Oh no, your Lordship, I would never dare to deliberately endanger the heir of the illustrious von Valencia's dynasty. However, I cannot but express my joy that you took some pleasure in what happened. Okay. One of your wardens helped us in battle. A superb shot. Who was it? You must be referring to Ireliet. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Our chief ally in the struggle against the rebels. I have turned a blind eye to her horrific mutations given the undoubted advantages she brings. You see, Ireliet comes from a local degenerate stock of this world and knows Janice like the back of her hand. So she had provided several leads to us to where we can find bases and secret storehouses, although I admit that at times I am tempted to send her away from the estate. Her unnaturalness means that speaking with her always leaves me feeling uneasy. Such a gaunt, unfeminine figure, and so tall. What's wrong with being tall? Did I hear you correctly, Governor Wyatt? You have a mysterious mutant on your estate at this very moment. One of the prodigious height, slight build, and with supernatural talent for shooting. Did the arrival of this helper never give you a pause for thought? Allow me to make myself clear. To refuse Earliet's help in our circumstances would be incredibly rash. Yes, mutants are creatures abhorrent to the Emperor, and they should be exterminated. But sometimes humanity makes exceptions for those who can serve the Imperium. I am not concerned that your aide is a mutant. I am far more concerned that she may be nothing of the sort, Magnus. I would like to meet this helper of Governor Wyatt's without delay, out of professional interest. If you wish to speak to Earliet, you will find her outside in the orangery, most likely by the gazebo. She prefers to keep her distance from others. What is happening on the planet? Several months ago, uprisings broke out on Janus. I was not even notified at first. Griffin worms are far for wardens to worry about. Alas, I only learned of what was happening after the miscreants began targeting noble families. And then it became apparent that what the Administratum's accounts had referred to as unrest were in fact organized attacks on infrastructure and society leaders. They have already brought 13 agri-complexes to a halt and have now moved on to assassination attempts. My wardens are doggedly tracking down the rebels, but their leaders are slipping from our grasp yet again. Can Janus fulfill its foodstuff supplies under current conditions? I risk angering you, your lordship, but this is nothing compared to shamelessly deceiving you. Let us consider the situation dispassionately. Even the most talented logistics experts on the Administratum are unable to guarantee stable tithes when shuttles are wary of landing at the spaceport, and the terrified peasants are indulging in a dangerous minority within their ranks. Until the usual order of things is restored on Janus, any trade is nigh impossible. Okay. I will get to the bottom of this. I'm sure the rebels will have something to say to the master of their world. I am unmeasurably grateful for your assistance, your lordship. If any of those who attacked the estate had survived, then perhaps they could have been a valuable source of information, but you made an example of them for the rest of the foolish rabble. Incidentally, I did overhear the wardens talking about some kind of stranger in the area. Beside that, we still do not know who let those reprobates into the estate. The person who did it might also know something. I, as well as my retinue, are at your service. My secretary is checking the staff as we speak and removing all traces of the attack from the estate. An esteemed magus, who is responsible for agronomic efforts on the planet, is also here. He happened to be visiting this week to deliver his personal report. And, of course, there is my aide in the war against the rebels, Earliet. I have no doubt she will be delighted to share her knowledge on Janus with you. Okay. Let's go. Get some business done.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
I don't think there's any loot. Most of the estate is locked away. So we had to talk to a few NPCs, and then we could do some combat later. I think the secretary is this guy? Your lordship, the subjects of Janus welcome you. What cares have brought you to our humble world on this occasion? I require a seal to... Oh, okay, for the side quest. Perfect. Of course, of course. It will be an honor to assist the rogue trader. Wait but a few minutes, your lordship, and your humble servant will have your seal ready. Here you are, and may the Emperor bless your path. How are things on Janus? Governor Viad has everything well in hand, your lordship. The people are still unsettled, but after your intervention, most of the rebels and militants have quietened down. The Emperor as my witness, Janus will continue to serve the von Valencius dynasty. Okay. We can take our leave. Where is that secretary? Okay. We'll go with what is guaranteed, which is the gazebo. Is this the gazebo? Surely it's somewhere here. Yeah, this looks more like a gazebo. Right here. And I'm gonna do a manual save, because I'm not sure if Dogma will require you to kill her or not.
Greets you, Elantark.
Regrettable news. This creature is not a mutant as the locals assumed, but a representative of the Eldari, one of the myriad enemies of humanity. You should not trust this creature. Do not communicate with it any longer than necessary.
There is no need to mutilate my language, monkey. I speak yours well enough to converse with Elantark without a translator. And since you have discerned my path, I will be direct in my speech. My soul is nothing kin to yours. Your kind call us Xenos, as if we are all as one. I came here to protect the Lilithon by assisting the governor against her enemies. Will you hear me, or be blinded to sense by your precepts?
Ugh. I want as many dogma points as possible. But let's see if we can get that in any other ways. So we'll speak.
Reckless.
Yeah.
I have banished the shadow of doubt from your thoughts regarding my nature. Now you will answer my question. Why have you sought me out?
And I'll answer with another question. Why are you helping the governor?
This world is in distress. I wish to protect it from unnecessary suffering.
How noble. What do you know about the rank and file rebels?
Only that they threaten the established order. There is much risk to this world should the ruler die.
Aureliette's face is unreadable, but you detect a strange tension in her voice, as though she is choosing her words carefully. Do you know who is behind the uprisings on the planet?
There is a malevolence here that drives your kin down the path of violence.
How did you come on Janus?
The world you call Janus was once created by the will of my kin. I have far more right to be on the Lilithon than any of you.
You're the governor's mysterious helper.
I am Elantark. My hand parried the death promised to the ruler of these people, and I aided you in battle against the Lost Ones.
Your answers are not particularly
But
helpful.
you are not asking for help, Elantark. You are merely asking questions, the answers to which are either unimportant or wreathed in shadow. Explore this place. Speak to those who know. A simple task for you, and an insurmountable challenge for me, since my very appearance provokes fear and suspicion. When you learn anything, tell me. Perhaps then my answers will be helpful to your search.
Well, if you choose this, we recruit her. But she does have a unique perspective and moments in the story. She is very, I don't want to say crucial, but she does add to the story of the game. But with that said, how can I say this? It's not going to give us dogma points. In other words, I'm afraid you're going to have to die. Okay. And did we get any points from that? It doesn't really state that it's the case. In that case, since it doesn't give us any points, I'm gonna reload and recruit her. Why did they add the option then?
Healy, my soul is nothing kin to yours. There is, but you are not of the world. Because.
With all due respect, are you sure this is the right decision? We know nothing about this Xenos, or why she has wormed her way into the governor's confidence. As far as I can tell, she isn't especially keen to help us, and yet, for some obviously dark reason, she has decided to take part in our investigation.
My judgments and choices are for me alone, Monkey. If uniting with your master will bring peace to the Lilithon, then it is the true path. Do not get in my way if you value your next breath.
You have not yet spent enough time among humans if you think threats will dispose me more favorably toward you. The decision is yours, rogue trader. But let me be clear. I will terminate your pet Xenos at the first sign of her non-compliance.
I am ready, Elantark. Let us go forth.
Okay. She can take the place of... I mean, we have 2 snipers. She is my secret sauce to building momentum. And I can't get rid of her now because this icon means she's kind of mandatory to have. So I'll have to do with one frontliner. And since she is also a sniper, I'll just make her a bounty hunter and kind of mimic Argenta's stuff. She's pretty strong too. In case you want to play with her, I recommend doing the talent order I just did, but there's probably other ways to build her also.
By the blood of martyrs.
But this is my preferred method. And then that leaves some type of prisoner here. Your lordship, please do not stray too close to the building. One of the terrorists from today's attack has holed himself up in there. He could be dangerous. What's going on here? Ready to report, your lordship. We conducted a sweep of the area after the attack. All the assassins were arrested or neutralized except for one. He sealed himself inside. He already injured 2 wardens who tried to reach him. But there's no need to worry. We'll poison him and clear the last dregs of dirt from the estate. I want to talk to the person. Are you sure it's not exactly safe? I want to solve this problem without too much blood or fuss. You dare to question me out of my way. Forgive me, your lordship. Act as you see fit. Piss off. You won't take me alive. Better to put a bullet in my brain than to let the governor's dogs get their hands on me. We have a coercion check, which we could pass with 57. We could examine the door. Pick the lock. We'll examine the door. We failed it. We'll do this. Okay. It can't be. The rogue trader. Your lordship, have mercy. You are the sovereign of this planet. Only you have the power to save us. Youth is a time of recklessness. I heard that said more than once in the Scala Progenium, and during my novitiate, whatever that means. I think like initiation or something. But youth is also a time of directness. Let us listen to this young man before we judge him. Why should I listen to filthy insurgent? You can't just stand aside while your vassals are destroying your worlds. The governor's doing whatever she wants. Rounding up families, raising whole settlements. She's turned the whole world into a slaughterhouse. People are rounded up like rocks from the settlements, supposedly to get to the palace, and they're never seen again. Her servants pour something over the fields, and then people lose their minds. They start hearing voices and seeing evil spirits. And while we're dying, she's sitting behind her white walls and feasting on our bones. Sacrifices, madness, pain, and death. Even in so primitive a society as this, such rites seem senseless. Not worthy of such efforts. What is this, a random quirk of nature, or something darker? I was taught that peasants have a tendency to exaggerate their suffering due to sloth and weakness of spirit. But this young man, vermilion thorns pierce every centimeter of his body, a grey shackle bind his hands, feet, and neck. There are no lies in his words, only terror and desperation without an end. You're telling me people are seeing evil spirits? Who is behind the rebels? Your lordship, I beg you, don't ask me that. I can't sell out my brethren. It's over for me, but the others, I won't betray them. Tell me, or I'll tear this world apart to get rid of garbage like you and your brethren. There will be no end to the war on this planet until I get a handle on the situation, but to do that I need to meet your leader. Okay? As long as you keep your word. I've never been in their camp, none of us have. Only the chief saw one person from their base. He came a few times, bringing weapons and orders. He said he represented a greater force than he could, and he said that the governor's dogs will pay for their reprisals in the settlements. But that's not where they're hidden. They keep their distance from from ordinary folks. We have it all worked out so that if anyone gets caught, the others aren't caught with them. But I swiped the chief's Vox. I thought after I killed the governor, I could use the message coordinates to find the base and hide out there. That's everything I know, your lordship. Get up and come with me. I give you my word as rogue trader, you will live. And we could also execute him. I'm hoping this actually gives me dogma points. Okay, +4. Not sure if this matters, but we'll pick it up. Okay, nice. This device grants the wielder +15 bonus to carouse and a multi-key.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Now, how close am I to my next thing? Well, need like 105.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Okay, I believe that's all I can do. So I'm gonna manually save and then get on the ship to locate the rebels. Ilantak, as you once sought my help, now I'm seeking yours. The time has come to dispel the final shadows in our path. I have hidden the truth from you. I know a great deal about those who are disturbing the peace of the local ruler, and I also know where they are hiding. Allow me to show you the way, on the condition that you bring me to them. Better late than never, I suppose. Show me the way. Let's go, Ilantak. I pray to the gods that we are not too late.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
A lot of skill checks in this area.
Forest's my home for a time, but I still feel myself a stranger here.
Okay, let's approach from this angle. Hopefully past this.
I have proven myself yet again.
Good. Getting the high ground is probably a good idea, right? Otherwise I'd have to waste a lot of movement to get to the action. So,
Know your duty.
yeah.
I will cast you into eternal darkness.
Spare none of them!
We're under attack. Kill the intruders. Stop. Lower your weapons. They're not gonna do that, so we'll put you here and gather everyone around Argenta. I'd like to keep him closer to the exit. Okay, this kind of sucks. I'll have to switch it up a bit. Like so. Alright, this will do. Then let's buff Argenta to the max.
Do not dare ask.
See, before we commit, can get this guy out of the way, and then my second shot would go towards some other squishy here and there. Okay.
Suits my purposes.
Start
As the
with
Emperor
him.
commands, I act.
What is with this weird camera angle? Okay. One.
Doubt is for the weak. Strike is a prayer. I refuse.
10% chance. Chance for a double shot, I'll take it.
None can escape the Emperor's
Okay.
judgment. Faith
Level and
without
slaughter.
deeds is worthless.
And then end our turn.
Let's make it quick.
Okay. We can act again with her. We only have an angle on this fella.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Each strike is a prayer.
Perfect. Okay. Can we... Okay. We have to lose a lot of damage bonuses if we relocate. So,
That is not the Emperor's will.
before I commit, let's see. Yeah. Gonna have to move her, unfortunately.
I'll do it.
Might as well
As the Emperor commands, I act.
get a few bounties here and there.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands,
Good
I
crit.
act. None can escape
Wonderful,
the Emperor's
okay.
judgment.
And,
Doubt is for
Revel
the
and
weak.
Slaughter. Running gun. No? Did I already use it? Interesting.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Eradicated.
Nice. We have a free reload, but we don't have to use it just yet, I think. I think the officer's talent, or ultimate, automatically does that for me.
Let's get to it. Hold on.
Scared yet?
This guy is really the only issue. High armor, high dodge.
Out of my way.
But the skull could debuff him the next few turns, I guess. Or even her. Interesting. I don't want to expose her in case that sniper becomes a problem. What about this angle? Okay, it's probably wise to get him out of the way. Because him and the robot are the only real issue, I think. Okay, we'll also add a bounty on him.
If I must.
We have 1, 2, 3, okay. We got this cover. Next shot will improve our chances. Okay. And then we could do this, which makes me attack him guaranteed on her next turn. And with that, we end it.
You will perish for this affront.
Okay, what kind of wound is that? That's fine. That's fine. While we slowly kill these... Oh, he still has a lot of health. Okay. What about... Can I still debuff? No. Okay. We'll take the risk. And, do one of these.
Running binary override.
Along with
My vow is to serve.
more exploits.
Request denied.
Okay. Our chances are not amazing to hit him. Fuck it, we'll do joint analysis then. And then hide him. He's still exposed, really, but he's got some form of cover at least.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
I'm here, maggot.
Okay. We could send our main character. Actually, let's give them all
And so
temporary
shall it
health.
be done. I am the
Okay.
chosen weapon that will crush the heathens.
Make it permanent.
Rejoice in service.
Endure.
And so shall it be done.
And end our turn. Now,
Nothing I can't do.
could at least mark this person
Already done.
with the Commissar debuff. And we landed a hit. Perfect. So that kind of guarantees
Not a problem for me. All too easy. Nothing I can't do.
okay.
Already done. I'll pass.
Alright.
My time is now.
Okay, unfortunately it doesn't reload. So scratch
I'll do
that. We'll do the free one now. And try to finish off the sniper.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
81. Wonderful. Our next one sucks for some reason. Why?
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act. Each strike is a
Cool.
prayer. Faith
Yeah, let's
without
finish everything.
deeds is worthless.
Squish you around. Another alt. Great. We could reload. And dash into safety. Could alt again, but I'm saving it for the officer. Yeah, so now... What's the most beneficial thing to do on you? Okay. I'm gonna light these guys on fire.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Okay. Then,
Me?
give
If you
her
insist, Lord Captain.
some stats.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? I
Okay.
am a navigator, not a serf.
More willpower, so she builds even more momentum.
Isn't this a job for the
Debuff this
serfs?
fella. And then go again with
I'll
Argenta.
paint your death in colors.
Now, can we finish the sniper? Still 5% chance. What about this angle? Okay. You would assume the high ground gives you the best advantage, but doesn't seem to be the case. You could use all these points to melt this guy down, starting with the guy behind him.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Okay.
For you, my Emperor. This is why I was chosen.
We're out of actions. I got too selfish. Well, I wanted it to crit. Okay, that's
As
fine.
the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay,
If only that were possible. If I may.
104. Man, Cassia is amazing.
Let's get to it.
No doubt. Okay. What about you?
I will not.
Still 5%. Let's finish the robot off.
I'll do it. Each strike is a prayer.
Wonderful. We got one more shot. If this lands,
As the
that'd be
Emperor
great.
commands, eradicated.
Wonderful. Okay. Got action points. And we could still shoot.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Nope.
Power resides in the will of the righteous.
Let's alt.
I refuse.
All single shots. Okay.
I'll do it.
Finish this flamer guy.
As the Emperor commands, I act. You, my Emperor.
Great.
do
Revel
it.
and slaughter. Maybe run and gun again.
Faith without
Yeah.
deeds is worthless.
We're doing so much with her. Free turns and shit. Alright. 10%, 10%. Let's
As
try
the
it.
Emperor commands, I act.
Okay. Not a kill, but at least some
Doubt
damage.
is for the weak. Time to slaughter someone.
Okay, back to Erliette, finally. She has a higher chance, let's say. And he does have an exploit, so
I am
could
not
further
your
increase her
singles
hit
pet,
chance
monkey.
by 10%. Let's try.
This tedium is beneath me.
It landed, but it did not finish the job. So
I
we'll
understand
take a
your
risk
intent.
here. Jesus, man, die. Okay, you're
am
dead
not
next
your
turn, that's for
singles
sure. I
pet,
can ignore him now.
monkey. My reckoning will be swift.
Oof. Expose this fella. Then where would be an angle? Okay. Joint analysis. AoE. Okay. And then just put a trap in case they want to relocate, and they'll just die. Now, finally, we get to play with our main character, yay! So, we'll burn and charge.
My enemies shall be crushed like dust beneath my feet.
Okay,
And
that's
so
all we could do,
shall
really.
it be done.
Any free turns?
Suits my purposes. Nothing I can't do. Not a problem for me.
Damn it. We'll just do this. Nice. Okay. But we can't do anything else, really. She doesn't have dash. Okay. Kind of a waste, but is what it is. If we kill one more, we get an ult.
Nothing of value has been lost.
Alright. Bummer. We'll go ahead and finish him off, I guess.
I'm not accustomed to fur painted black.
Anyone else?
Me?
Maybe you?
If you insist, Lord Captain.
I'll do it.
Sadly, I gotta reload. Okay. Can't see which angle works. Maybe this one?
Faith without deeds is worthless.
10%.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Oh. Okay. I can't see the text. Stop, my kin, it is me. I don't think they'll do that, so... back with Argenta. They're way too far for me to do anything. This high ground has been a hindrance more than a help so far. It's probably better to do it behind cover, right? I can't. Okay, we'll do it from here and then dash back to safety. We got the cover at least. Still.
I will not yield to the likes of you. Doubt is for the weak.
Better crippled in body than corrupt in mind.
Neither fear nor hesitation.
Okay.
Show me what you've got.
She did not trigger my traps in there. Whoa.
Someone just hit the ground.
Okay, she's dead. That's unfortunate.
Activate calculated fury algorithm. Request approved.
Okay, let's get her down then.
My vow is to serve.
This sucks. Really?
Feel the breath of Cylon trash.
The battle formation is broken.
How about this?
I am a savant of destruction.
And joint analysis. And end it here, or put some bounties.
Request approved.
So that when Argenta starts, she can claim those bounties, yeah?
Running binaric override.
Okay. And as for you, will you please die? Thank you. Sadly, not much else I could do with him. It's too far from the action. Yeah, way too far. I don't want to run through poison and risk getting traumas and shit. So, what about
Rejoice
this
in
direction?
service. I will not be deterred.
Argenta. Get down to business.
Suits my purposes.
That could also help somehow, right? Okay.
All too easy.
Let's do this also.
Not a problem for me.
But I can't do bring it down anymore. Fuck.
I don't have time for this. Suits my purposes.
Cancel that then. Shit. Really? The tree's blocking everything? I want to set her on fire at least.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
I will not yield to the likes of you.
Debuff you.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
And now we could attack. Let's claim the bounty.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Perfect. Okay. Just
I'll
do
do
this.
This is why I was chosen.
Might as well reload.
No! These ruby flashes are choking me.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I'm doing some amazing fucking damage there. Okay.
Rejoice in battle.
Running gun.
I'll do it. This is why I was chosen.
Claim the bounty.
None can escape
Done.
the Emperor's judgment.
Alright. Wonderful. Clean shit, sort of. Took too long, but it's at least clean.